Welcome back to the Cozy Cottage Homestead, our walkie-talkie on Wednesday. So I'm going to read a little poem, or remember a little poem. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men could not put Humpty Dumpty back together again. Well, yes, I had a little fall a couple of days ago. Actually, it was on Monday. I had a funeral to go to for my uncle on Tuesday. I got beat up pretty good, just lost my footing. I know I have some new subscribers here, and some probably haven't heard the story, but I definitely have nerve damage in my arms, in my hands, in my legs, and my feet due to an injury to my low back and my neck. So it isn't unusual for me to fall out sometimes and not pay attention and hurt myself. So I did get banged up pretty good. Actually thought I may have broke my arm. I fell on a concrete slab. But nevertheless, I knew I had a lot to get done, and I was busy that day and probably just not paying attention and was getting excited about starting some of my grow pots and starting some of my seeds and just wasn't paying attention. About a year ago, I had fell and dislocated my ring finger, so it still gives me problems sometimes, and I'm not able to wear my wedding ring, but sometimes I can and sometimes I can't. But this is going to be a little bit of a setback. It definitely jarred my low back, hurt my knee, thought I broke my arm, bruised my wrist or sprained my wrist in the palm of my hand trying to catch my fall. But anyway, I knew I had a lot to get done, and as you can tell, we did finally get us some cinder blocks to start on that raised bed. So progress is definitely underway. Now we just got to start working on putting those beds together. The area past the bricks was where we had the traditional garden, which just was too much for us to do. So we have some projects that we're going to be working on this spring. So we were able to finally get a start on that and get the bricks here. So today I'm going to read a poem about losing my uncle and maybe some inspiration for some others. I know death just seems to be all around us right now, and it's just everywhere you look, and it's something people don't really want to talk about or think about, and for many reasons. So I'm going to read this little poem today. It's called My Journey, and it was by a memorial card shop, just like some on Google, some poems that were on there. So I'm going to go ahead and read this poem. And my uncle had suffered for about a year or so. He had cancer, so it was just a bittersweet thing, and he was my favorite uncle when I was a little girl. So this is the poem, My Journey. Life is but a stepping place, a pause in what's to be, a resting place along the road to sweet eternity. We all have different journeys, different paths along the way. We all are meant to learn some things, but never meant to stay. Our destination is a place far greater than we know. For some the journey's quick, for some the journey's slow. And when the journey's finally in, we claim a great reward and find an everlasting peace together with the Lord. So if you know the Lord, you will find that everlasting peace. So my question is, do you know the Lord? Have you been saved? And if you would like to know more about how to become a Christian and how to be and not be a sinner anymore, and maybe you've been to a funeral lately and it's made you think about things in your life differently and you just don't know where to start. And if you're interested in finding out how to become a Christian and what this Bible thing is all about, I will be glad to share with you and witness to you and point you in the right direction and lead you to my pastor that we go to the church that we do home church with online. A very wonderful family that I've actually met in person and have been part of their little home church for years now. I can't even tell you how long. but I can lead you to them and a few other people that do witness and pastor churches if you're interested. And you can email me at thecozycottagehomestead@yahoo.com if you're serious and you're interested in learning more about God, and maybe you've been faced with death lately and just not sure about some things. So death makes you think about a lot of things, doesn't it? Not many people want to talk about this subject, and it makes me wonder why. Because if you know you're a Christian, you know you're going to spend eternity in heaven with the Lord. So, of course, there's lots of reasons to fear and be afraid. Sometimes we feel like we have things that we didn't get to accomplish or we didn't get to finish. Maybe our priorities were never in line. Maybe we never thought about things before. But usually once we lose a loved one or there's a death in the family, it kind of makes you think about things differently. And if it doesn't, it really should. So in my opinion, it makes people think about their own life and priorities. And it should make you realize just how short life really is here on earth. The positive things about death for those left behind. It should remind us to make the most of our time, not to take for granted our relationships. It should motivate us to live better and be happier. And it should make us want to do things that make us happy and enjoy our life, because we know just how short life is here on earth. Death should make you think about things that you value. It should make you want to live on those family traditions. It should make you want to know and live out what your purpose here on earth is for. It should make you think about how others are going to remember you. What do you want to leave behind? What do you want others to know? What do you want others to remember about you? It should make you wonder, did I share God's love? Did I witness life and love to others? And did they see the Lord's Spirit through me in everything that I do? Have I been a good witness just by living my life, maybe even without even saying a word? Were people able to tell that I was a Christian and that I was trying to live the best that I could live? Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Another little point. Your journey is not the same as mine, and my journey is not yours. But if we meet on a certain path, may we encourage each other. The author is unknown. So today I want to thank all of you for visiting my channel. Welcome if you're new here. I know I have some new subscribers, and I am very grateful and thankful for each and every one of you. I hope that you find my channel to be a blessing and inspiration to all who cross my path on this YouTube channel. I'm still learning and growing into the person that the Lord wants me to be. If you are looking for perfection, that will not be found here. But if you need a friend that is caring, understanding, and considerate, honest and true, then you've come to the right place. I am human and I struggle just like the rest of you. Every day is a learning process for me and my husband. We are learning and growing just like everyone else, and trying our best to express that we are just normal people like everyone else. This channel will never be perfect. Life will never be perfect. And the sooner that people realize that and quit expecting that, I think everyone will be a much happier and the world will be a much better place. We all are on a journey, and we are all on different levels and different walks. And I think if people would just respect that and give people time that they need to grow, that they will see that the Lord has been working on them, and that everyone is just on different levels and different stages in their life. So thanks for joining me today and visiting. I know death is not a topic that most people want to think about or talk about, but I think it's important that we look at things different, and that it should make you want to live your life better and do better and be a little nicer and be a little sweeter and forgive a little more, and just make sure that you've done everything that you wanted to do in your life so that you're not laying on your deathbed with all kind of regrets that you wish you would have done this or you wish you would have done that. So farewell, Homestead family, friends, and neighbors from the Cozy Cottage Homestead.